have had Flurry, our little storm car, out and about today. We had it out all night last night too, which was really helpful to see the conditions. But this is in Portland right now. Looks like they're coming on Commercial Street. They just passed the VA. And you can see some pavement there, Ryan, but as you said, this storm has been cold, and so it's really just sticking.
That's the key. Salt really isn't effective below 15 degrees. That's a factor.
Below that.
Even though we had the lull in many spots today, it was the cold that made the difference and that there was still some snow on the ground. And tonight, in addition to what's still falling, there can still be some drifting back onto roads too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what happens when it's cold and powdery snow. 20 inches. Pretty common number from southern York County down to the seacoast of New Hampshire. Kennebunk 21, Kittery 20 inches of snow. A couple of these numbers are old, and again, we're still adding to them now with the last round of snow coming through. Around 15 inches in the Lewiston area. Rumford came in with 18, 13 in Bath, and in eastern Maine we're around a foot here for many, and you still have a little ways to go. As you went to the north, the numbers did taper off as expected. Here is that last burst of snow that's coming into southern Maine right now. It's not all that heavy, but it is cold, so there will be some additional accumulation as this comes through over the next several hours. Temperatures in the lower teens through most of southern and central Maine, single numbers up to the north. This last round of snow, as some energy pivots on the backside of the storm, this will come to an end toward and after midnight tonight, and we have a quieter day on the way tomorrow. So on top of what's on the ground now, I think many of us get about another 2 inches of snow. There could be a few isolated higher amounts, particularly in eastern Maine late tonight. We'll show you that here on the timeline. You can see the snow moving to the east by about midnight, ending in New Hampshire and western Maine, but it takes until after midnight to wrap up down east. I think there could be some school delays tomorrow morning when you consider we're in the single digits. This has been a cold snowstorm, and there's a lot of it in many cases, but conditions should be much better for getting around after sunrise. There could be an afternoon flurry tomorrow. I don't see much more than that, maybe a dusting in spots. Otherwise, the weather tomorrow much quieter. High temperatures, upper teens to around 20 should do it for most, a little bit colder off to the north. But the theme this week is going to be the cold weather. We stay right around 20 for highs between tomorrow and Friday, overnight lows either side of zero. And then late this week, the jet stream configures itself into a pattern where if I looked at this, I'd say a big storm is going to form, and we expect a big storm to form off the East Coast over the weekend. However, right now, almost all of the computer models suggest this will take an offshore track. We've seen, though, just in the last couple of weeks, even if they're all showing it offshore, it can still creep back to the northwest. So my hunch is we have to watch this. There will be a storm. The track this far out is just uncertain. One other concern with this storm, tides are astronomically high this weekend, so if it were to hit, it could have a bigger impact than this previous storm in that way. 5 to 8 foot seas tomorrow with a northwest wind, 15 to 25 knots. So we'll see some partial sunshine tomorrow. Could be an afternoon flurry. Quiet for Wednesday and Thursday. Maybe a few more flurries on Friday. Right now, Saturday looks dry. We will watch Sunday, and I know that if you don't like snow, you probably aren't thrilled with me bringing it up. There is a chance we do not get it, or we just get brushed by it, but it's close enough and in a precarious spot. We've got to watch it for at least another few days.
And it's a story that sounds very familiar from a week ago.
And my tone's a little different now, a little more skeptical.
All right, Ryan, thank you.
You're welcome.